The phone's ringing. Will you get it for me, please? I'm trying to watch old Jimmy Fallon on the TV here. What? Get it myself? Confound it, every time something like this comes up, it's always me. It's always me. I'm always the one that's got to get up and answer the phone. Hello? Hello? Long distance? Yeah, this is me. Who is this? What? What do you mean, am I a Christian? Well, I don't know. Who's calling? Did you say heaven? Well, hello, Lord. Yes, sir, I've been a Christian for a long time. Yes, sir, I sure have. After all, sir, you hadn't heard from him in quite a while, so you better thought you'd go ahead and call, huh? Well, Lord, I tell you what, just last night, this same time last night, I was planning on talking to you. I was laying there watching old Jimmy Fallon on the TV, and I said to my wife, I said, huh? You know, as soon as old Jimmy gets off the television here, we ought to get on our knees and talk to the Lord. That's what we said, and I wish to goodness we'd have gone ahead and done it, but we didn't. But Lord, I tell you what, I'm going to start doing better, Lord. I'm going to start saying my prayers at night, Lord, whether I need to or not. Yes, sir. Sir? Yes, sir, I go to church. Yes, sir, every Sunday I'm a faithful church member. I sure am. Sir? Did I go last Sunday? Yes, sir, I went to church last Sunday. I sure did. I went for morning preaching. Wonderful service. Sir, what did the preacher preach on? Well, you know how the preacher is, don't you? He preaches mostly on the platform. Oh, yeah, I understand. Yes, sir. Well, he taught mostly on the Bible, you know. Yeah. Okay, yes, sir, I understand. Yes, sir. Well, he referred to, he talked about Matthew, you know. No, I think I believe it was Mark. No, sir, it might have been June. No, sir, that was a couple of months ago. Now, let's see. Now I remember. It was, sir, Sunday night. No, Lord, I didn't make it Sunday night. Yeah, Lord, yes, sir, watching TV. Yes, sir, I know. Lord, if I would have gone, I would have planned on going, but I got to sit around on Sunday afternoon and thinking. And I said to myself, you know, the next day's Monday, and sir, yes, sir, it's been that way for a long time, I reckon. But I got to thinking that I need my rest, Lord, and it's so gotten big and hard anymore to go to church on Sunday all day and Sunday night, and then have to get up the next morning and sir, Sunday before last. Well, now, Lord, you're just kind of picking on a couple of bad ones here, Lord. You know, you're asking about the wrong ones, but you know, I worked so hard all week, you know, Lord, and the Sunday before last, Lord, was so pretty and everything, and I didn't go to church, Lord. I tell you, I went out and sir, you know where I went, huh? Yes, sir, I caught 2 bass and 4 crawfish. Sir, what time did I get home that night? From fishing, you mean? Well, it was about 10:30 that night. Sir? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, it was probably a whole lot later than if I'd just gone to church that night, but fishing's different. It ain't different. Well, I couldn't have gone to church anyways, Lord, because my wife was a homesick and somebody would have had to stay home with her. Sir? Lord, yes, sir, Lord, I'm so glad you asked that question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm a good steward. Yes, sir, I sure am. You're talking about steward, you mean tithing and giving to the church and all? Yes, sir, I give to the church, I sure do. I give to the church every Sunday, sir. Yes, sir, every Sunday that I go. We're growing in leaps and bounds. I gave $58 to the church last year. I sure did. Because after all, sir, what do you mean you don't think I understand what good stewardship means? 10%. Of everything I own belongs to you? Well, yes, Lord, I know, but I can tell you right now, it's just you kind of called it a bad time. You just picked a bad time, Lord. We're in a recession down here, you know, and this thing's going to turn into a depression for me. And I just can't give any more, Lord, than that right now, sir. 10%. Well, I gave that money, you see, last year, and after all, it's a little more than $1 a week, you know. Sir, how much do I make? You're talking about money still? Well, it was a little over $10,000. That don't tally out too good, does it, Lord? well, you know, Lord, I know, and you know, and like I told you before, Lord, and as soon as I get this boat and motor paid for, you know, I just got the thing, and you know my wife? Yes, sir, I thought you might. Well, Lord, she can just walk across this floor and fall on something, you know. She did the other day and broke her lower plate, Lord, and the things to fix on top of things to fix. Yes, sir, 10%. Yeah, Lord, but if I don't pay off this boat and motor, Lord, they'll come get it, Lord, and then I won't have one. Sir, you think if I don't start paying my tithes, I ain't gonna need no boat and motor down there? Yes, sir, that was cleared up, completely cleared. It sure was, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. I'm sure glad you asked that. Yes, sir, I take an active part in everything that goes on in that church. I'm right in the middle of it. Well, you know, Lord, you know what? Every time someone comes here telling me things that's going on in the church that shouldn't be, well, I'm the first one to jump all over our preacher. I tell you, I tell them just what I think. Yes, sir. Well, that's just how most people do it, sir. Sir, this is a person-to-person call, just to me and you, Mom. Yes, sir, I'll do better. Lord, no, Lord, I tell you, Lord, I tell you how I feel about that. I figure going to Sunday school is just for the kids. I don't see much need for us grown folks to going. You know, I just love to stay home and watch that TV ministry. I just love Joyce Myers and old smiling Joel Osteen, and I love me some Planted Seed Rod Parsley. Around my kids, influence you mean? Well, yes, Lord, I'm a good Christian in front of my kids. Lord, never do we do anything or say anything in here, this here house, that'll be wrong in front of our children. No, sir, not a word I don't believe in. And that's, sir, what did I say when I got my thumb caught in the linen closet? You heard about that, huh? Well, Lord, I was just standing there, Lord, and you know, all of a sudden, this door come out from nowhere, Lord, and my thumb was in the way, Lord, and it hurt so bad, Lord, and it was awful, and I said, well, Lord, never mind what I said, but sir, praise. Yes, sir, I give praise. Yes, sir, I sure do. Lord, I was reading the Bible the other day, and I picked it up, and it said in Thessalonians to give the Lord the praise. I sure did. But Lord, I tell you, it was just a little hard to find a place to give the praise when I got my thumb caught in the closet door. Sir, no, sir, I don't believe in it. No, sir, we don't gossip at all. Not a word. I think it's awful. Lord, everything we say about our neighbors are all true. Yes, sir, every word. That's right, Lord. Now, when we have people come here, Lord, we say, now, it's not to go in and follow, Lord. We don't want them running around the neighborhood talking about our neighbors, Lord, even if they ain't no good. That's just to stay between us. That's not to go any further. Yeah, that's what we tell them. Yes, sir. Sir, I sure do. I love that preacher. He's a wonderful man. That's the preacher's dude I've ever seen. I love him. I sure do. Sir, if he's such a wonderful preacher, then why don't I start doing more of what he says, huh? Well, Lord, the preacher, sir, well, Lord, I thought I did do pretty much of what he says already. Sir, if I'm doing all he says, he must not be saying a whole lot, huh? Well, Lord, maybe you should have called him instead of me. Oh, well, that was just a thought anyway, Lord. Sir, yes, sir, I know that, Lord. I know that, and you're right. You sure are. This is one of the very few countries that we've got the right, Lord, to worship you without violating those man-made laws. Yes, sir, and sir, yes, sir, I realize that. You must love us dearly, Lord, giving your son to die on the cross, Lord, and you know, and I do appreciate it. I sure do. This phone call means a lot to me, yes, sir. Oh, you got to go now. Well, now, Lord, I tell you, I appreciate you calling, and thanks for reminding me, and I'm going to start doing better. I think I need to, sir. You think I need to too, huh? Well, I am, Lord. I'm going to rededicate my life right now, Lord. I sure am. I'm going to quit talking about my old neighbors, Lord, even if they ain't no good. And I'm going to start tithing my 10%, Lord, and paying my debts, Lord. Yes, sir, Lord. Yes, sir. And I'm going to go to church on Sunday and Sunday morning preaching. And every time Lord, every time they have church, Lord, I'm going to be there. I'm going to take an active part. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, and pray for others, just like they've been praying for me. Yes, sir, Lord. Now, Lord, you know how dependable that I am, and Lord, you can depend on me for doing that. Okay, Lord, and thank you, Lord. I thank you so much for calling here. Okay, goodbye. Hello? Hello, who is this? Operator? You're just the one I was wanting to talk to. I just received this phone call on this line, and I was wanting to check to make sure this wasn't a collect call. It wasn't. Okay, it wasn't. Thank you, ma'am. What's that, dear? Who was on the telephone? Never mind, you wouldn't believe it even if I told you who it was. Never mind, I'm not even sure you even know the fellow. But I tell you one thing, the next time the phone rings, you can answer because you needed that a whole lot worse than what I did. What? Was it the wrong number? Well, no, it wasn't the wrong number. Believe me, that man had my number. In fact, I believe he's got a lot of people's numbers.